All the speakers at the one-day public policy dialogue in good governance were united in their position that Nigeria's development has been retarded by unaccountable governments, inactive citizens, and neglect of the grassroots. The Deputy Senate President Ovie Omoagege, represented by his Chief of Staff, Dr. Otive Ibuzo, called for a more active citizenship and a responsive government to drive development to the grassroots.
Until we have a system where citizens participate in formation of political parties, not godfathers, in the election selection process, in policy formulation, and in governance, and a system where governments know that they are accountable, they build their capacity to perform, and they are responsive to the wishes and aspirations of the people. So that four things will work well to deliver services: both law, policy, budget, practice, and behavior of citizens will lead to delivery of services.
The senator representing Kebbi South Senatorial District, Bala Ibn Na'ala, observed that Nigeria's underdevelopment is caused by political differences. He called for the restructuring of the country's political leadership.
Our problem is political, and only a very determined civil society, elites who wish this country well, should move towards restructuring the leadership recruitment process of Nigeria. It is only then that the wishes and aspirations of Nigerians, as enshrined in the Constitution, that can be made. No attempt, I'm telling you, no attempt, no discussion is going to see the light of the day if we must stick to the provision of the Constitution as far as alteration is concerned. And that was why all efforts to make sure that local government get their funding directly by the National Assembly has been arrested by those in government.
One of the guest speakers at the event and former governor of Ebonyi State, Senator Sam Egwu, called for the scrapping of local governments as part of Nigeria's federating units. In a paper on the review of the 1999 Constitution and the implications for effective governance, which he delivered at the event, Sam Egwu said the absence of effective local government administration was at the root of Nigeria's underdevelopment challenges.
The process of decentralization should be about giving more responsibilities and resources to local governments, what I call both political and fiscal decentralization. And therefore, as a follow-up, do concerted capacity building and institutional reform to support local governance. And I would also support direct funding of local governments. We need to consider that if we want to improve local governance. But more importantly, if you want to promote local governance, build a framework that enables state and non-state institutions work together on governance and development issues to enable citizens articulate their interests. And then, in that process, ensure that the voices and concerns of the poor, especially women, help guide development design, implementation, and monitoring. And as a means of promoting civic engagement, local authorities should strive to adopt new forms of participation, such as neighborhood councils, community councils, participatory budgeting, and so on and so forth.
The policy dialogue, which focused on strengthening governance at the grassroots in Nigeria, was organized by Pearl EPC in partnership with Democracy Vanguards.